The Kepler mission had one main priority: to discover Earth-like planets orbiting other stars in the Milky Way. It searched for many details about the planets as well, like the size and shapes, estimating how many planets there were, and determining the properties of stars that have planetary systems. The Kepler mission searched for these planets by watching transits, or tiny dips in the brightness of a star. This was used to detect the planets because this showed a planet passing in front of the star. The Kepler mission is also named after Johannes Kepler, the astronomer who discovered the laws of planetary motion.
The main method is the transit method. It is when a planet passes in front of a star as viewed from Earth. It is called a transit. Kepler finds planets by looking for tiny dips in the brightness of the star when the planet crosses in front of it. The planet's orbital size can be calculated from the period, which is how long it takes for a planet to orbit once around a star, and the mass can be found by using Kepler's third law of motion. The planet's size can be found by the depth of the transit, which is how much of the brightness of the star drops. Lastly, from the orbital size and the temperature of the star, the planet's characteristics can be determined. Hence, through calculating and predicting the planet's characteristics, the question of whether or not the planet is habitable can be answered. Here is Kepler's third law of motion, which states t squared equals r cubed. T is the orbital period, r is the mean distance from the sun. As you can see from the example here, Jupiter's orbital period is 11.8 years, and its mean distance from the sun is 5.2 AU. We can see that both variables equal to each other.
The habitable zone is the range of orbits around a star that a planet is able to support liquid water. A star's habitable zone is dependent on many factors. The size and energy a star puts out can determine how large the habitable zone is. A planet's atmosphere can also affect the habitability of a planet, allowing elemental factors to come into play. Of all the planets the Kepler mission discovered, there are only 54 candidates for habitable planets.
Kepler discovered many great planets. In December of 2011, the Kepler mission discovered the first possible habitable planet, Kepler-22b. Kepler-22b is 2.4 times the size of Earth and orbits a star very similar to the Sun. Kepler-20e was the first planet found smaller than the size of Earth. It is 0.87 times the width of Earth, similar to Kepler-E20 in size. Kepler-20f was 1.03 times the size of Earth.
Kepler discovered that 20 to 50% of the stars we see in the night sky are likely to have small, rocky, Earth-sized planets within their habitable zones, which means that liquid water could pool on their surface and life as we know it could exist on these planets. NASA confirmed that Kepler discovered 2,346 planets, and the K2 discovered 392 planets. Also, there are 34 confirmed planets discovered by TESS, which is still currently exploring and looking to discover more.